Good morning, everyone. I'm Chaotic. Welcome back to the stream. So, today's stream, I have no idea what we're doing. I'm going to be so honest with you guys. I vaguely had an idea yesterday of what was going to get done. We said a couple things on passive. I do remember that much. Let me just check on... Oh, why is my audio not working? Oh, no. um... Damn. So... Beautiful. I'm actually amazed I was able to recover that. Normally, if you have audio issues, after you've launched your game, it's just bricked and you have to relaunch it to fix them. Apparently, swapping over my default settings stuff a couple times got it to fix. Okay, alright, so back to what I was gonna check down here. I was just gonna check on my drives and stuff. I do know that we have utilized the types in all of these guys. Just wanted to see if anything was at too high of like a margin or anything. Because if any of these drives are filled up by like a ridiculous amount, then I just want to know. Like, there's one of these at 900k. This one? And this guy. Yeah, fair enough. He's got a couple million flex selection plates and a bunch of diamantine. We have a full drive here. Diamantine, Signalum. Somehow this guy got Eden Souls. I swear we gave Eden Souls a slot that they weren't supposed to get stuck in. Ah, whatever. It's fine. We got plenty of storage for these guys. So, yesterday we were looking at the processes to get to the purity offer, so we realized that we needed a Mythic Machine assembler. We got an automatic Starlight altar at the very top. That we set up right here finally. So we have this guy. We also gave him the advanced machine structure. So instead of taking a minute to do his task, he takes 3 seconds or 2 seconds. He's 20 times faster, so 3 seconds. I can do math. But yeah, so we set up this guy because we were going to need him for the Gravitite lens, and then also, I want to say we needed him again. Yeah, to make the Mythic Machine cases themselves. So you can make the cases through an advanced crafting recipe, but I don't believe there was a point to do that other than to save yourself on the rainbow lens and stuff. But I think we can. I think we'd rather deal with the rainbow lens because other than that, there was no extra expense as far as I can tell. A magnetic monopole, but these guys are like free. And these are multiplier recipes. And we could technically get 8 of them once we get to Cursed Mermite as well. We need some Eldritch Will. And then we need the advanced... yeah, we need to make 6 first. Because you need the Baphomet Altar to make the advanced mythic electronic circuits. And that gives you 8 of them per one singular craft. Along with a fourth of a bucket of Mermex. Or Mermatite? I think? I don't know. But yeah. So you need to make 6 of these first, which we can do through this recipe. So you just do 3 batches of this, and then we run a Baphomet altar. And the reason why you need it for the Baphomet altar is these Baphomet altar bricks need a Mythic Machine casing for each one. Everything else about it's easy. But the Mythic Machine casing is needed. And that was the only, yeah, like even moderately hard part about this. But yeah, pretty easy. You get this guy, and this is all he does. We gave the ability to on-demand both ultimate nuggets, which are very simple, awaken draconium, and then also the baby of ultimate nuggets, the neutronium nuggets. Also, out of curiosity, yeah, so our neutron fluid is still going absolutely ham. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we wanted to set this up to the system to on-demand these things, I believe is kind of how this was working out. we're actually gonna grab this guy. Okay, that's as good as he gets. Upgrade to a ludicrous item input. And then I figured we can bring a... That's what we were gonna do before we got off. But I'd gotten distracted. We were going to grab some quantum stuff. Oh, I crashed actually is what happened. That's what happened. I forgot what I was doing specifically, but I was messing with like something in here and then I like moved some stuff in my inventory and then I crashed. It was I was grabbing some quantum rings originally. Then I was gonna get the singularity and then the ender dust and such that we needed, which is why ender dust was still searched actually. Yeah. So we just need one of both of these guys, a piece of TNT. Weird that that didn't auto-fill like it should have, but whatever. I figure we're gonna do it on this side. It keeps giving me anxiety whenever I do it in the section with my creative mills. Even though my creative mills don't need to be in water, they could just be like in a cube somewhere. Doesn't matter. I don't like it whenever they look weird. What's up, 610? How's it going? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. How's it going for you? Oh, I'm probably gonna want another demagnetizer actually. I bet you this is out of range of the other one already. Let's put it right there. Pink. Throw in our ender pearl powder and our singularity. Pop the TNT. Nice and easy quantum entangled. My nose is kind of running this morning. It's very irritating. Okay. It's clicking. So now we kind of want to yoink another branch off of this side somehow. Do we want to do this? Let's grab an anchor. Grab another wireless connector, I mean. I guess I'll need two. You should always make these in pairs. We'll grab this guy. We'll pull him over to a quantum ring that's just like... We'll put it right here. Put a cable anchor on that guy. Just to make sure he doesn't accidentally connect over. Cool. And we should be able to put this right here. And I forget what we used to connect these guys. Was it a network tool? No. Network tool will just pick it up. Okay, it's in a setup kit. Ta-da! Okay, cool. Give this guy this quantum entangled. Should be nice and easy. Then if we simply go up here onto this top floor anywhere, we can use that. And now technically, you could also like use like peer-to-peer stuff, like P2P tunnels and stuff, and everything, and just use cables. But like wireless power. Man, my nose is so running. It's very irritating. So, this will bring 32 channels up here. Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll put him... Where do I want to put him? We'll put him on this. We'll put him right here. Just because this is going to be pretty relevant to his immediate requirements. Doing anything. An energy acceptor for him. These guys always need their own energy piece. So just throwing an acceptor on it with a flex point is pretty easy. Set it to the chaotic killers network. That's our output section. Takes 400 ARPA tick. That's literally nothing. Love it. Now it's taking like no ARPA tick. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Packager. So we need a packager, an unpackager. I'll make a few more extensions. Cool. So the idea being that we have our where's it? Dang it. I did it the wrong way again. I accidentally crafted extra normal packagers instead of packager extensions. It doesn't really matter. I'll end up using them for sure, so it's kind of whatever, but still. Still feels a little dumb sometimes. This guy's kind of maybe too close now, though. Like, trying to think about it. Unpackager. This actually packager could just go like right here. It doesn't need to go on top. It could go just on the side. We can just give it 3 extension pieces for speed. That's probably plenty. And then it's simply a matter of just putting in 2 guys for this. Grab those. Let's see if there was a should be a thing to make them real fast. Package recipe encoder. We'll make one of these for right here too. I pretty much have been making one for every set of package crafting things that I need. Just because it's easier that way. Throw 2 in here. Okay, automatic starlight altar. Leave it on the processing. Okay, how many recipes do we got? Ooh, okay, we have quite a few. We will pick the ones that we really want. So we're gonna do this this 2 mythic machine casing one for now, but we will change that out to the 8x one once we get everything else for that later. After we make the first 6, we should be able to do that. I'm not sure how many of these other things actually need gravitite lenses. Do you need those? Nocturnal powder, maybe. Okay, definitely illumination powder. Now, the thing about the gems, for automating them for Ilium, Fingarum, and then obviously the other one, which I can't remember for the life of me, I think we should put them in, and we should take out the celestial crystal part. How do I... 0. Okay. I'm like, how do I remove this? Surely there's a way. So if we set the gems, and then we take out the celestial crystal part, if we move our celestial crystal automation over, and then set it to always keep a celestial crystal stocked, with like a limited item filter in one of these side ones, in one of these side inputs, or maybe keep in like 4 stocked or something. Ignoring metadata, blah blah blah. I think that will be an effective method to guarantee that we aren't just kind of stuck, for lack of a better term, because I doubt that the celestial crystals are going to be having a good time with the auto crafting system from the AE system, especially if we just put them in normal storage. So I think this method of just keeping like a passive supply of the crystals in here And just a side one, because if the crystal's there and the stuff isn't put in there for a recipe, then it's fine. So it should be good. And we should just be able to keep that stocked. I doubt it would be an issue. Also, make sure that this guy's on blocking mode. Just before I forget later, because that could cause problems at some point. So Ilium. 0. Just make sure this guy is Fingarum, right? Yeah, so Fingarum, Ilium. And then we should have one more. Orium. 0. Cool. Alright. That's 6 recipes. So this is a remake version of the Aldenari, which is what we can use to make the scales and such. I'll worry about that later. Last lenses have EMC. Arc reactor coils, we're going to want those eventually, for sure. Spectral relays, sure, why not? Just in case we, I guess, need them. Now we're just going to start filling in recipes just to have them. Oh, ritual anchors. We actually need that recipe. We're going to need, I think, 4 ritual anchors. Maybe 8, but I think 4 per set of caps for the current miners that we're working on. So just make sure we get those recorded. Once we get to Pixonia, we'll finally be able to do further Whispering Starlight stuff. All of this will be pretty nice eventually. For the Whispering Fountain has some pretty efficient recipe types for a singular second recipe to get, like a stack of things from it. Very interesting. Okay. I'll worry about that later. So I'm thinking that this is probably all that we need. So far, at least. Like the enriched infused wood and stuff already has EMC and such. And we'll swap this Mythic Machine casing out, like I said, whenever we finish the other one. This unpackager's on blocking mode, no problem. Should be as simple as just pink pink. These guys should both be online. If I grab this guy and look at it, should be using 2 channels. Nice, exactly as it should be. Okay. So now if we look up like a Fingarum gem, yeah. So then if we wanted to make 10 of them, it would just try to use Flectuotite and stuff. So we need to set up the automation of a... Get our staff traveling. Okay. So these storage cabinets, as you can see, they're holding a couple of celestial crystals in them. I want to set up a way for these guys to be just automated and chilling. Like, I don't know how many of these I need in total. The gravitite lenses. I need a gravitite lens for every rainbow lens, so I'm gonna want quite a few of these. We'll need a rainbow lens for that. The quad catalyst, whatever that is. Field manipulators, we're gonna need a bunch of those for the Dyson shells. Yeah, so quite a lot of gravitite lenses are gonna be required, it looks like. And for each one of those, I'm gonna need 4 Fingarum gems, which means 4 celestial crystals for each one. Celestial crystals can be made once we get possessed fluix. Oh, I can make attuned as well. Could attuned celestial crystals get used for Fingarum stuff? No, it doesn't look like it. You can use them for the illuminated enchanter. And then obviously to put them down too, but I doubt they'd work properly for these. Interesting. I'll worry about all that later. So, the illuminated enchanter having a recipe for this is interesting. So after we get to Pixonia, we can just craft celestial crystals, and then we wouldn't need a setup for this anymore either. Because the lattice doesn't get consumed. Celestial jewels. Okay, so you'd make yeah, so you just make 1,000 crystals, and then that gets you infinite crystals after that, with a much more efficient setup. Interesting. Also, let's grab another demagnetizer. Not that. Oh, okay, I see what's actually happening. It's just on repeat picking up and dropping this guy. I should just be able to see, like, why does this guy get stuck on sometimes? He's stuck on even though his stuff shouldn't be going that anymore. So if there's items, if there's greater than 1 item, then it should trigger to do the item collector pickup, and then that cycles and everything. That's pretty much how this guy works. um, it, I'm pretty sure I can pick this guy up, and he doesn't drop his inventory. But if I can't, I'd be terribly upset. Oh my god, pickups disabled by config. You're fucking joking. I'm like, well, I'll just pick him up then. God damn it. These aren't gonna stack either. God, no, no, no. Why is this the way this works? Oh. Oh no. I was like, why did half of them just get, like, disappeared? No! They're all getting yoinked into the system. Oh my god, how many of them do I have? Could make an alchemical bag. Oh my god, that's still so many. How many does this thing hold? I forget. 250, I think? God, whatever. So on the bright side, those don't despawn, so we can deal with our crate over here. Here's storage. Junk? Gosh. Do we not have it anywhere here? Young storage. This guy. He took the handy chest, and I didn't feel like dealing with that. So I used an item cabinet. Cabinet? Storage cabinet. Alright, now we get to do the fun task of dumping all of these guys real fast. I don't know, I started dumping out of my normal inventory. That was stupid of me. So we're gonna move all of these guys into a cabinet down here, and then I figure we will set up a couple more in a chain, essentially, between them. Cool. Let's do all of these. Gosh. Celestial crystals. So we have 7 attuned to Horologium in here still. I realized after I threw them in the system they weren't going to stack. I'm like, this is going to be horrible. Don't do that. We'll just use our inventory stuff and then do it that way. It'll be more manageable. It was indeed more manageable that way. Okay. So then the idea is we're going to increase our buffer storage of these in total. That should be fine. So let's go up here for this. So we could increase the buffer storage up here if we wanted to. I was like, okay, nice, we're through it. Nope. Damn it. Okay, this is the last of them. Alright, and then we'll have to set up the chain for this. We're probably going to let this storage cabinet stay here. We'll probably set this one to go into this one to go into another one, another one, another one, and ender chest. The ender chest goes into that one, and then that one gets extracted on a limited filter. I want to say that's a play, and that gives us like 1,000 or so crystals or something like that of a backlog, which is fine by me, honestly. But yeah, we'll go and get the rest of these guys put away in the storage cabinet. Then we'll figure out how we're going to get this going again. Cool. Drop all these guys out of here. If you just hold Q down, it'll cycle all of them too at a pretty high rate. Oh my god, we had 2 of the same type of crystal there. They stacked, I saw it. How do we have that many extra crystals? Hold on, you guys go back in here, I guess. But yeah, so this guy, Just clarify that a conduit with a limited atom filter on the insert set to a celestial crystal that ignores metadata, ignores MBT value, ignores pretty much everything. Then if I turn this guy extract always, huh. Okay. I put in 2. Why does it just fill it? Does it matter if it fills it actually? Does it even need a limit? It doesn't. Like thinking about it, it really doesn't matter. If it buffers 16 of them at a time, it changes nothing. This whole input is just going to be used for that anyways. So, yeah, I don't think it matters. Also, I think that might give us enough extra space. It filling all 16 of those. It does. It does just barely. Still like 6 more. Make sure I don't have any more hiding around in here anywhere. Okay. So we'll grab an ender chest. Blue. We got a light blue dye. I'd like a dark blue. I don't have blue bells or blue milk caps, I don't think. Nope. Because I'd love to just get the dye for it. The blue dye. I'm supposed to just spawn instead of blue bells. Something I'm curious about, actually, thinking about it. Where, oh where? I swear we did a quest. Like, for the ender chest, I want to say, actually, itself. Specifically, that gave us, like, a bunch of dyes. Somewhere over here. I'm looking very intently to see if I can see an ender chest in here anywhere. Doesn't give us just a blue. Oh, I guess Lapis probably works, huh? I bet you Lapis still does work. I forget this is that version of Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah. God, that's just my bad. So my thought is full dark blue. Not using it for anything. I figure it makes sense because the celestial crystals are dark blue. Then we just need some more conduit. Extract always, insert always. Then we put this guy here. Insert, extract always. There we go. It's just going to ferry a bunch of the celestial crystals over till eventually it fills up this ender chest. So that means that the ender chest is already filled. It's already filled in the extra 6 at the other item storage needed. Now it's going to fill this cabinet. Now, it should just be a matter of giving this guy a crystal manually until, should only take that one, there we go. Now he is cycling again. And that should be it. Now this guy, it will wait until that guy eats enough fluid to duplicate himself. Once the size hits 900, hits the max size, he will split into 2 of a random size each one. This guy will activate because it hits greater than 2 items, or greater than 1 item, so there's 2 in total or more. And then this guy's on a round robin. Since he's round robin and there's only 2 places for it to go, it will always deposit 1 gem away in the storage, and the other gem will go back into the cycle to continue its just exactly as you say it, I guess, cycle, right? Should be pretty simple. There we go. So we've got a few cabinets. We've got like 3 cabinets worth of extra backlog right now. I guess 2.5-ish. Something like that. And then as this guy goes, he will grow, split, and then restock it, and eventually it'll stock all of these. I don't know how many slots a storage cabinet has. If I look up the mod real fast, I can no doubt find it. Mm, interesting. So I was trying to give it a quick look to see. Yeah, so it's just the default. I wonder if there's a mod option for it. You have a basic config or something that I can see real fast. Okay, just white or blacklist and that's it. Okay, alright, I'm not sure how many this holds. I could try to count or something. I can't really be bothered to do all of that. I think it'll be fine, regardless, so we should be chilling. Oh wait, did they just, it's just duplicated one, didn't it? No, oh, I guess it doesn't have to duplicate one to reuse the liquid starlight, duh. It just eats it every time it wants to grow. Anyways, this system should be fine now. And this guy should be nice and full. This guy should also be nice and full now. Cool. That'll maintain the stock in this. So if we ever order Fangarium gems, Orium gems, or the other one that I already forgot what it was called, then these should supplement the other half of the recipe. That'll be done from in here. Ilium gems. I cheated. I looked at it. Okay. So with that, gravitite lens. I make like 10 of them. Missing 40 Fangarium gems. It should know the recipe? Um. Why, oh why, I wonder? Does this not like the fact that I have the recipes for Fangariums in here? Because it should know that there's a craft for it. Like, it has an output for Fingarum gems, Ilium gems, and totally doesn't have an output for Orium gems. I'm just realizing, by the way. Oops. So, hmm. Okay, so mm, mm, interesting. So it seems like this is just an issue with the crafting for these. It doesn't recognize these as a resulting recipe. Can I craft the? I can craft the Fingarum gem itself, right? Okay, so we can force the craft of the Fingarum gem on our own. Also, this guy should go straight back into the system since we decided to automate this instead. I was just thinking about that. I was going to be so sad at some point whenever I was like, why is my system not working? We'll do this real quick before I forget. One purple. That's our input chest. Okay. So, very, very interesting. I guess before we use them, if we want it on demand, we can manually craft them. I guess I could craft a bunch right now. Try to make it like 40. We need a bunch of flectuotite. What is our method of obtaining flectuotite? Is it just this? Oh no, we can make the egg. We can indeed make the egg. Flectuotite egg. The issue is this needs Alicia garnets. I guess the plan actually is explicitly to get the mythic assembler soon. Very, very soon for this. Yeah, that'll do all of the garnets. But yeah, a mythic assembler with spatial and vibrating matter. What's this? And then Yamato poles, some yellow matter, like 10 seconds of VMC production, some vibrating stone, and then murmamite plates. Murmamite probably also has a method of making it after, right? How do I get a bunch of murmamite? Oh, here it is. I was like, there's got to be a recipe for this. So it's cursed sapphires and chrome. I was like, how's this obtainable outside of the plasmatic? Also, I don't even know where the recipe is in the plasmatic anymore either. Um, hold on, plasmatic condenser. Okay, yeah, you do make the ore. I was it not letting me click on the ore to see it. Interesting, whatever. Okay, and the ore is mostly just EMC. Yeah, like lightwood saplings are ridiculously easy. And then deep blue matter and stuff is just EMC. And then chitin I think we just have in the tens and tens of thousands. Okay, the hundreds of thousands. See, I was gonna say that, but I wasn't 100% sure. Let's give a quick little double check on all of these. I give a check every once in a while on all my guys just to make sure they're operating at proper efficiency levels. Does look like they are all going. Yeah, good. Just making sure all my miners are still working. We will be adding 8 more to these eventually, although those are going to be kind of a pain. I'm ready for those to suck a bit. Just because they all need their specialty fluids. Okay, so the mermite ingots, what was the context for needing these? I needed mermite plates for something. Atomic replicator for vibrating matter. Because I was trying to see what it took to make the vibrating and then the cosmic matter. This guy will need Eden stars, violet matter, and then raw DNA to make the cosmic matter. So we'll want that guy running pretty good. And this will make a stack of garnets every 5 seconds. The current speed, I guess we could use a roost for it too, if we wanted to upgrade the chickens instead. That would also work. Ooh, that also gives us the tick acceleration. Oh my gosh. There's so much. There's so much. Okay, so consideration is that this makes garnets. I forget I can cut these garnets down actually too. Can you get these in any other way? Okay, creation altar gives you a stack of cut garnets for each one. For a different swap of materials and essences and such. Interesting. Yeah, so you can cut the garnets using dolomite dust. And ender dolomite, now that I have endergenic sediment, I can just keep repeated. Can just simply pulverize or manufacture this guy, and then I can craft that with petroleum dust. So if I pass a petroleum dust, I can quadruple all of my garnets for their usage. Do I need normal garnets for anything specific? I'll need some for real gar. We'll need a singularity of every garnet. That's kind of interesting. You can make it using cut garnets too, but you need just 4 times as many. Yeah, so you'll need a singularity for every garnet for the Shire wormhole. Okay, not with some Nequata. I guess makes a recursion fragment for the Shire stuff, which you can then infinity furnace into an Imperial Diamond Powder, which is what you'll need to each time you want to cycle all of it. Dense Diamond Powder, Diamond Singularity. Oh, that's easy. What is that, a stack? Yeah, you get exactly a stack of Dense Diamond Powder every time. Per Diamond Singularity. Which is just objectively cheap. As weird as that is, right? And a bit of Dense Plasma. Okay. You know, actually, I was so focused on this part, I do forget that they have their individual. Oh, it's way slower. It's a 40-second craft for this. I was like, I forget that they do have the recursion fragments that they can use as well. The recursion fragments just being the wormhole into some kind of craft, which isn't that bad usually for these guys. And you can do it for each one, so you can do an individual guy. Mythic Assembler's actual crafting process too. Yeah, there's no acceleration on this guy either. He stays at the speed of which he operates. Hmm. You know what the best part is? I forgot everything I was working on. I got so distracted. I got so loopholed down to some just nonsense. That's something, and that we need tellurium today. I want to say that's all we're missing for molten salt. I want to make 100 of these. Oh, Dreadium, large plates, and tellurium crystals. That's it. Let's start getting some operational systems going. So, first things first. Fiery large plates, we've made enough of them already, right? We have 250,000 of them. I think we're good. Cool. So we're gonna actually swap this guy out to Dreadium ingots instead. Roll this guy up a bit so that he's got some in excess. Empty this tank. Cool. Should just fill this guy out. So our Sedenite and our salt is finally gone all the way through. Oh, also actually, speaking of ore, okay, uranium's down to 600,000. I'll have to keep that in mind. The reason why I'm mentioning that is our miner's been off. Our tier 6 has been off for quite a while, and I really want to build a new structure for them, and I just haven't yet. I might put them in underneath the fusion reactor, and I might make a few more. Just have like 4 of them in. Contemplating doing them in the doing them in like the 4 quadrants underneath this, because we do still have space down here. I never ended up making the pillars and stuff like I intended to originally. I don't remember how much space one of the miners takes up. I guess I'd have to check that out again and then see. Yeah, we can make a few more of those and throw them underneath here. Have them all chilling, maxed out, just running super fast. Probably make a botanical one that feeds into a link directly, since I think everything from that one has EMC. That'll just learn us a bunch of extra types, and then also move this guy over. Although I probably don't need to. I think he's probably got enough of everything that he makes that we're chilling, to be honest. I don't think he needs an upgrade anymore. Yeah, this would probably be fine. Okay. So those are all fine. That should be Dreadium plates. Just on passive now. 23. You get 24 any second. Yep. I don't know why I clicked off that. So, Molten Dreadium. Alright, so the melter can only do the normal ingots. I was pretty sure that it couldn't do the blocks for these, which is why I didn't already have it that way. That'll be fun. It's not crazy fast, but like we only need one per salt reactor wall. So, I think that'll be pretty manageable. So now we need tellurium. Tellurium automation should be pretty simple, to be honest. How do I want to do it though? And where do I want to do it is kind of the question. I guess we could do it in our Thaumcraft area. Because I do have access to our Dredia Viz crystals right here directly. Actually, maybe in here. Because this guy is where the IME setup is. How many channels do we have left on this? Oh, we're using half of them. We got plenty. Okay, so it very, very well could just be in here. We pull off of this system. We pull the Dredia crystals out of here automatically. We feed them. We feed the tellurium into a drawer, and that's how we keep it capped. How much tellurium do we need? What do we need it for? Just the salt reactor wall? And we'll need some for some of the caps later too. Which will be needed again for other things as well. Like the Dyson compressor. Yeah, okay. So not a crazy amount. One normal drawer full of tellurium crystals is probably enough to get a lot done. Like, I imagine that's probably a decent amount to passive. Maybe give it one upgrade, so we do like 4,096 tellurium crystals instead. And then we simply have like an impulse hopper to drop the items as needed. So it drops them in sets. Okay. Let's grab an impulse. I don't know why I don't have the recipe for that encoded, but that's fine. Only need one anyways. Gonna need a crucible. We have a couple of them. Forgot we made a bunch at one point. We need a thing of niter. Use yellow. Oh, we get it from the Barathos miner. I'm like, how do we actually have so much of this niter? Get ourselves a water source. Okay. I guess we could do it like right here. I don't see any particular reason why I can't do it right here. Let's dump the water out. So I can't, there we go. I'm like, I can't see the water, and I don't know why, but I see the tank has water in it, so this will be fine. I don't know if an impulse hopper would work directly on top of it like that, or if it's going to need a gap. Hmm. Okay. Give it some glass. Okay. And then this guy is going to be Or we'll need a capacitor of some kind. Just give him a double layer. I don't think he needs anything crazy. This will be fun. Ah, okay, I remember. Okay, we give him input to the top, output to the bottom. We need some kind of open crate? Yeah. We're using for the other one too. Open crates just drop anything they get instantaneously. So the instant the impulse hopper pushes it into the open crate, it should just immediately drop it out underneath. And I want to say that whatever you do in here first goes out first, and then in here second goes out second. So that'll always be the order they go in. And I would hope that means that I can drop like the Dreadea crystals first, and then drop in the carbon after. Let's grab a stack of these. We need exactly 15 on the throughput. So active without a signal. And this is how we can use a level emitter to keep the system stopped as well. And then we need what? Tellurium. So we need dense carbon clusters, which will be obsidian around normal carbon clusters. These are just crystallized carbon, which will need crystallizers. Okay. I don't know how many of these I need, but I figure 8 probably gets the job done, right? Actually, we'll use an item collector. We can use an advanced one. I was going to use one of the normal ones, but we'll just use an advanced one for a filter. And then this guy will simply go... How large of a range does this guy have? Okay, you can give him up to a 10 radius. Okay. So he'd probably reach from all the way over here, right? But just through like basic drawer down. Item filter. Okay, so we'll need to get one of the tellurium crystals first. Good to know. That's fine. Okay. Carbon clusters. Guess we could use an XNet thing. away some of our other things that I don't think we need. Okay. Grab some network cable. Pink, pink, pink. And then if we simply do 2 EMC links, charcoal. We're actually going to pick this one up all the way. We're going to... Where did our... Okay, we're going to have to turn this guy off for a second. We'll pick him back up. We know he picks up all the way over there, though. We're going to do this guy on a separated gap so that he doesn't try to share this connector at all with this guy. So that one's charcoal. This one will be blaze rods. The reason why is that crystallizers, one of the fuels that you can use for them, I believe, is blaze rods. Yes. It is actually their most efficient, except for methane. But we don't need it any more efficient than that. The blazed powder is technically more EMC efficient. Doesn't matter. Not really. This will require less like extract calls and stuff too. Okay. So there we go. I was gonna leave it right where it was, but I decided that I needed to power it and I didn't feel like setting up any kind of wireless power in here. So we'll do it like this. Got a killer's network. Okay, cool. Cool. So these guys are gonna need... This is gonna need to be an item channel for sure. This is probably also gonna need to be an item channel. Okay. Let's give these guys their ingredients as well. Charcoal, and we'll give the other one a blaze rod. Charcoal, blaze rod. Okay. It's this guy. This one will be charcoal. Create an extract. You'll do a stack at a time. Kill once every 200 ticks. That's fine. First available will be totally okay. Then this guy's gonna do the exact same thing. So it's gonna just extract charcoal and blaze rods from both of these. And these guys are going to have an insert. We need to get a blaze rod and a charcoal. So if I insert a charcoal and a blaze rod, this guy will extract charcoal. Guy will extract blaze rods. The blaze rods are going into all of them now. Okay, so my thoughts are maybe I need to upgrade these connectors and then have them apply also to the top. We have them in here. So the reason for this is I think these might work like furnaces do, where they're sided. So if I have all of these upgraded, an upgraded connector allows you to interact with any side of the block that you're messing with. Okay, so we will cut charcoal out. Control C of just our blaze rods here. And then we'll create a new one on an insert. This one will be the charcoal insert. This will be from the top side. I want to say they should still work on the second channel like that. I don't think that'll cause an issue in particular. Put this on the same chain, on the same line. I don't think that's how this has to go, but I don't remember. I can't remember if they only impact ones that they're already like in line with. Okay, yeah, no, it does. Beautiful. And so every 10 seconds, it'll run like a 1 stack operation to move these. Every 200 ticks. So yeah, and they need to be in line. I'm slowly but surely figuring out how this works. And so it's going to take a little while to ramp up to fill all of these. But that is totally fine by me. And then we just need to set this to a connector for a crafter now as well. Okay, it will connect to the flux point. I'll need to keep that in mind. We network cable across. not that. Put a connector here. Give this guy a crafter. This crafter will be set on carbon clusters to an internal, and then it will be set on dense carbon clusters to the external. This guy will get a link. Put away some cables, and this one random celestial crystal we still have somehow. That should be fine. We got some conduit on me already. Got some obsidian. Just going to take 8 of these to make a cluster. Grab some more manually real fast so that we can make a cluster as well. Carbon cluster. Okay, and this should be all the ingredients, right? Crystallized carbon. To make carbon clusters, they go to an internal buffer. And then the carbon clusters will craft with obsidian, which will go to an external buffer. Should be fine. I'll just fill this the rest of the way with obsidian, that's fine. Good by me. I don't mind. Yeah. Wrong thing. Let's throw our link down here. Item conduit. Take a piece of obsidian out to set this. Link. Extract always. Insert. It'll fill this guy with obsidian, that's okay. Alright, and then now it should be a moderately simple matter of a new item channel. Perfect. Create on this guy. It's going to be an extract or crystallized carbon. Every 10 seconds. We're doing 10 seconds. That reduces the TPS impact of this as much as it can. Since it's a passive system, I don't need it to be that fast. So I'm not too worried about it. Extract on all of these guys. Then this guy will be an insert for carbon, crystallized carbon. We're gonna actually remember 3 stacks of this. I was just thinking about it. I wanted a little bit more. um. Hmm. These probably aren't the right side for the extract. Probably down, right? It has a second in there. Oh yeah, it crafted a carbon cluster. It's definitely taking some. Oh, we need to do a stack. Every 10 seconds it'll try to pull a stack from each one. There we go. Now it's making carbon clusters. It just pulled all of the rest of them out. This will give us dense carbon clusters. I'm figuring this out. Which is pretty fun, I will be honest. I enjoy this. For dense carbon clusters, we will take one. We'll leave the other one in there. That's fine. Okay, there we go. That should be set for these two. There we go. I needed to make sure the front was open so I could give it a signal. Okay. And these crystallizers are slow. That's what I'm realizing here. It's a good thing I made 8 of them. Okay. And then we just need to obtain a way of getting Juretia crystals. Um. Okay, probably this interface, right? We just simply do with a connector. Okay, so now we need to go to the crafter. This one's going to be another item chain. Okay, so this is the crafter. He's going to be on an extract. Stacks at a time, sure. Check every 10 seconds. Dense carbon clusters. Then our interface as well is going to be on an extract every 10 seconds for Druidia crystals on a stack. And then this guy will just simply be an insert. Druidia crystals, carbon clusters. I know exactly what happened. It's because my magnet pulled it over to the side. I'm almost positive of it. If I set a demagnetizer right here, if I manually put some stuff back in, like one carbon cluster in. Do you need to right click on it? Hold on. Does it require the right click? Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Okay, well, we'll use the tellurium so we can set that. I guess maybe we should right click on it with the mechanical user then instead, so we have the Dreadia crystals that draw. God, that's gonna be such a pain to automate now then. Maybe I should look at how someone else does it. Oh god, I'm just gonna spill out flux on this chunk. What do we need? Slivers? Put away some of this. Okay. One Ignis overflow is not that bad. I guess I'm gonna check in the Discord real fast and see what other people are running for tellurium. You know, am I like barking up the wrong tree with these? Can I use like... I could use like a thaumatorium or something, couldn't I? Let's look up thorium. I think that's what these are called. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. So the thaumatorium's the upgraded crucible. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, there's got to be a better way to do this because there's no way I can imagine other people are dealing with this in like an odd method like I am. So, how could I melt this back down? The mechanized essential smeltery. How bad's this guy? Needs a mithrilium smeltery. That's fine. Silverwood. Okay. All this is fun. Okay, basic item input. It's pretty small structure. It will process a Dreadia, process 4 a second. So every 4 seconds, it'll make enough Dreadia essence for what I need. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Let's get this done. So on the bright side, that means Impulse Hopper just goes straight to the trash can. This guy is not needed at all, actually. Love that. You can go in there. He's configured, but that'll be whatever, right? Okay, so small redesigns gonna be needed then. This guy needs the Thaumatorium requires 2 alchemical constructs. Make 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Aw, it was slightly slower than I expected. Now it is. There you go. And I want to say that he still does require a like a thing of niter underneath him. But I should be able to do this. Bind this guy, dense carbon clusters, into tellurium crystals. We're also gonna put our item collector back down. Give him a filter. Oh, we already have the item filter in our inventory. Nice. Filter it to tellurium crystals on a whitelist. Throw him in here. We'll increase his radius. I don't think these guys are horrible TPS wise or anything, so this will be fine. Tellurium crystals in here. Drawer key. Upgrade. Screw it, man. Make me a ton of them. That'll buffer 65,000 of them. I'm trying to think about if there's any. Okay, there is actually some cost to this. The Dreadia crystals. So if I have 65,000 of these guys, it's gonna need 15 crystals per. That's still like only 1,000,000 Dreadia crystals actually, and I have 3,000,000 right now. Okay, yeah, that's good by me. Yeah, this will hold what 65,536, I think is what the number falls at for 1,024 stacks. So then if we just set an IMI level emitter to like 65k, we should be able to disable. We'll find some part of the system we can disable on redstone signal. Or enable on redstone signal. We just need some kind of redstone control on any part of the system. Okay. That's tellurium crystals. This guy needs to get fed by. I think this slot right here is his output slot. So whenever he gets enough Dreadia, he'll just drop it on the floor right here. And he needs a transfuser, it says. Or like an empty essential transfuser placed on its side. Okay. Convenient that I still have the recipe for the empty central transfuser in there. We'll get that guy. And he should only drain what he needs. Pretty sure the side on the top should work just fine. I forget where the item input can go in at. Let's move this to the front of this guy to get this out of the way. So if I do connector here, okay. Alright, well that gives me hope that that works. Now our cable. It's always kind of funny setting systems like this up. It's because, like, you end up in a weird spot sometimes. Alright, so this is extracting the Dreadia crystals. This is extracting the dense carbon clusters. Let's go to our new thaumatorium. We're going to set an insert on this guy to just dense carbon clusters. Well, we know it works. We know that's where the item input can go in. And in this guy, the Dreadia crystals, we will make our thing and we'll set it up like right here. Should be fine. Okay, recognize the Sentra smelter. Let's click on this guy. Yeah, I've been able to do the tellurium crystal, and I forgot we can do that with crucible recipes. We'll need 4 brass plated silverwood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put away the extra, that's fine. Get this guy out. Alright, let's figure out some inventory stuff. The dense carbon could go in there. I don't know why I still have this piece of TNT on me. I don't need the sack of holding. My enderbook can go to the side. I do want this. We don't need wireless right now. Network tool can go up in the bag. So can the crystal binder. So can a dislocator. Move the actual bag itself. Deep learner can just go away. Staff of traveling can go in here. Okay. It cleans us up a little bit of space. We don't need the open crate anymore. Keep some Dreadia, some crystallized carbon, whatever on me. Actually, we'll just throw the crystallized carbon in there. Okay, this guy will fill with dense carbon clusters. Hella slow, by the way. So only 8 crystallizers is not a lot. That's what I'm determining here. It'll be passive, but even passive, this is still quite slow. I guess I could always jumpstart the system with some time in the bottle runs. I could just time in a... Okay, never mind. It says do not use on abyssal scrap blocks. Never mind. I will refrain from that then. I could put some torturinos here then, instead. For the start of it. Okay. Mechanize a Sentra smeltery. Sentra output hatch. While we're in here, let's make a mithrilium smeltery too. Any kind of item input. Let's do a tiny. We don't need much. 3 void metal blocks. We've already got the brass stuff on us. Grab our mithrilium smelter you just made for me. I'm kind of curious if... I wonder if the smeltery is quicker. Curious if automating the smelter itself instead of doing the multi-block, now that I think about it, would just be a faster method. Especially if you went to like a higher tier 1 to a Mythmonite for the extra yield or something. Well, like, I don't really care. We'll do it through whatever this guy is. Where's the input? So the input will be through the bottom. Let's get a controller. And then as well for this, whatever comes in the arcane auto workbench. And the replicator and stuff. I'll probably be able to figure out which one that is. Terrestrial Cauldron. Yes. Okay, well I nailed it. I did indeed know which one it was. Get ourselves a chisel. We don't need the key anymore. I almost looked up the key again for some reason. Mechanized Essential Smelter. Cool. These guys, cycle them down. Pretty simple little structure. Input would be through the bottom. It's gonna be like 3 blocks tall, 3 blocks wide. It is 3 blocks tall, right? Yeah. I wanna say like, put it like right there. Up 2 blocks from the ground. Nope. It's gonna need to go one lower than that. Because the other cabling. Well, I guess I could actually move the cabling up, thinking about it. It doesn't matter. We'll build it right here. Get our super advanced machine assembly stick. Boop. Ta-da! Now, I want to say that this empty transfuser should work just fine, but we'll have to see. Set up a connector. Cool. An insert for Dredia crystals. Okay. Collects Incentra from machine and inputs into jars. So I think a filling will lead into an emptying. So if I make a dispenser real fast. Like 10 more, that's fine. So if we make a filling real fast, shouldn't take too long. Put him here. Really? Do Sencha pipes leak? As we're checking to see if you can make that. Okay. So could I just do filling, emptying, give that back. So we do filling, emptying, we get a glass file. I'm very confused. I feel like this should be a working method here. Because it says that an emptying Essentia infuser. Hold on. Why am I having so many issues with this? Why do I feel so stupid? It can receive Essentia from an emptying Essentia transfuser placed on its side. It can collect both from nearby jars and from an Essentia infusion provider. Okay, so I need to figure out first why this guy will not. Okay, shit. Let's grab a. We can make a label, right? I don't know why I took a golden apple out of my inventory for that instead. There you go. Label this guy to Dredia. Because I don't want him to be lost. So. Should this guy not be filling this? Oh, he is now. Huge. Fill him, my child. Maybe it just takes a second longer again. Click on this. Okay, sweet. And now, emptying Essentia transfuser. Aha! Damn it. He's just spitting them on the floor. Was he one block too far away? He was. That's funny. Alright, he's collecting. The system's working! We got it! Off to activate. So how does the redstone mode work? Actually, I should check that. Redstone mode. Oh, actually, easiest way, right? We can see that this guy's doing recipes and stuff. I just put a lever. If it's the controller, it'll be very obvious. Can I get a... Get me a trapdoor real fast. Okay. Not the controller, cool. Oh, maybe this guy directly? That was very amusing timing. Okay. So the connector itself. All right, and this is how we stop the system. So we'll set it to, we just need a level emitter. Oh wait, we can actually probably just do this right here, right? Level emitter. I wonder if it'd work off of this. Not sure. Grab a cable just in case. This guy is also keeping it from going. Beautiful. Okay, so the emitter is working just fine. Let's grab a thing of tellurium. Emit whenever levels are above or equal to limit. Currently the limit is 0. We'll set the limit to 60k. Cool. Now this should be filling. Beautiful. All right. All right. What did I just put in there? Give that back. My bad. And then so this connector should still operate every 10 seconds, as it should then to refill this with jittery crystals. Beautiful. Super nice, actually. Very, very nice. Pretty happy with that. And then this guy, it's slow, but like we have 24 of them, I guess. We could put some torturinos down. I don't know how torturinos affect a controller, so I'd really like to not impact the controller somehow, but God, and I can't really break the controller without fucking it all up, huh? What if I put a torturino right here? Oh, this guy shouldn't even be a connector anymore. He should be a network cable. Renders everything but the controller. Nice. Okay. Crystallizers are a lot faster now. Cool. Tick time has no issues with this. It's not over accelerating the controller itself at all. But now it's just running like we have 3 times the amount of crystallizers. It's running as if we just running 24 of them. Cool, I'll take it. That'll make the system 3 times quicker. Should be good enough. I'll watch it. We'll make sure it does another like spit out. Oh, there it was. Beautiful, fantastic. We are gonna actually grab our personal shrinking device though. We're gonna move ourselves over to this side, just to limit the odds of us being stuck with something, like accidentally picking something up whenever we come in here or anything. Kind of a janky setup, but honestly, I'm just happy it's done. It could be better. We could like swap that Torturino out to something else, to like the higher tier one, I guess, eventually if we needed to, like a Pishi, or we could rework some of the stuff. I just didn't want to move anything around, but we could rework some things to put like an extra Torturino on it. The best way would have just been to add more crystallizers, but you know, I already finished doing setup and stuff. Didn't want to do all that. But yeah, also I was just curious. Yeah, cool. So the system does maintain the viz pods, no problem. Love to see it. Okay, so we have tellurium done. It's kind of slow, but like it's gonna get there for sure eventually. And that was for the salt reactor wall. Gosh. Yeah. And we will need one of those per 2 molten salt reactor. Oh, so we only need 24 to make the 48 walls we need for the assembler. Okay, mechanize this guy. Gravitite lens, we just have to keep in mind that we have to manually order the Fangarum gems for it ahead of time. For now, I could passive them, but like, gosh, that'd be so annoying. I was curious about, what was the next step? 100x speed for the Dark Star Collector. Dark Star Collector was like a ways out though still, right? Isaac Gallifrey, which is the Shirelands recursion, yeah. So it's like the end of all of them pretty much. It's a good ways out. I was curious about the speed of it because currently they take like 3 seconds each. So if I order, 40 Fangarum gems, which would make me 10 Gravitite lenses, which would only make me 10 rainbow lenses for like 80 Mythic Machine cases, that would be a couple minutes just for the Fangarum alone. And then it would also have to do the other crafts and stuff following afterwards too. I guess that's where like multi-crafting and stuff comes in though, where it wouldn't be too bad. This guy's made the Wizardry Combiner. Oh, we need a... No, we already know how to make this. This is already a known thing in the system for the Wizardry Combiner. We checked that yesterday. Getting the gemstones themselves. And needing the Christevia garnets with this sucks. Because I know that all the gemstone ores are possible to just mine for. See, I need to run these with garnets is tough. Interfaces have a blocking mode on them too, right? Yes, okay. So we could blocking mode interfaces to on-demand the recipes for the specialty eggs, because I wouldn't want to passive them, because like we have a decent amount of garnets, but not enough for that. We have 9k, that makes 16,000 if they're making one thing worth of what they need. We could run them on demand and with their cut variants too. How much RF does this take? 1,000? Okay, so it's like a 2-tick recipe. Ish. 3-tick recipe. I'm just trying to think about it, because yeah, you definitely want to use the cut ones. So we could pass the Petrothium and Ender Dolomite. Both of these are pretty easy. This guy just needs to go into Manufactory. Actually, or a Pulverizer. Probably a Pulverizer, since it's 1234 RF only. 600 RF a tick. So 1234 times 1.9, because he has 9 auxiliary reception coils. So 2344 divided by 600. So that gives you a 4-tick recipe. 3.9, but it always rounds up. So yeah, it would take 4 ticks to do. So you get an Ender Dolomite a tick, which is pretty good. That means every tick you would get 1 needed for the craft. I think that's probably completely and utterly plenty. So then you give the crafting recipe over to some of the just normal crafts, and then that lets you on demand the cut versions of the garnets. Petrothium we should be able to automate. I think we have a ton of Basal's rods, right? Yeah, 400,000. a decent amount. Chocolate do we have now? 59k. I figured that was gonna happen. I'll eat one real quick. I'm already looking at it, might as well. Okay. Where, oh where do I want to move to next? We have Fluix lenses on demand. We have rainbow gemstones on demand. We don't actually have the gemstones themselves. Um, oh, that was it. We probably get all of the gemstone chicken eggs at the same time, right? Plasmatics with the different druzes and some Christevia tokens. So we need to run all of these. Okay. Okay. I don't want to run all of these in a whatchamacallit. I don't want to run all these in mechanized coops just because that's going to be really irritating to make that many. So we could make Roos. Maybe that's what we do. So the way that the Roos works is we'll run this in a multi-block miniaturization thing, which we have over here still, right there. And we'll make 4 Roost, and then its gateway that it blocks into is just simply Awakened Draconium. So we'll need more amber from like amber bricks and such. We could cold iron forge for that. It's normal amber and cold iron ingots, which we have in excess of both of those. 6 seconds per. Make this any faster? You can, but it's the adamantium stuff. We don't have access to adamantium yet. Pretty sure that's still a little bit out from me. Yeah, Whispering Charlight and stuff alone is already too far just for that plate. And then Pixonia is where you find the adamantium stinger, and that with cursed crystals. Or catalyst, I mean. Okay. So yeah, we could make a cold iron forge. He'd be kind of slow though. Guess we can make a few of them. They're not expensive. We want to do it that way. That would give us amber, which you could turn into amber bricks. We also have scrap boxes. I'm just trying to see how many of these dusts were needed for like the super dust. There's one that needs like 81 different types. I guess we could have this get made. Make a scrap boxinator. Finally. Left is an auto input. Top will be an auto output. Okay. Auto output. And it should be as simple as conduit here. Turn this guy off to a link I want to say you need an upgraded link, like you need a refined version or one of the higher ones for it to actually learn things. We can check that real fast, actually. I guarantee we have something in here that we don't actually know. Like, light blue. Okay, so yeah. We grab black terracotta. Put them in here. Alright, yeah, he learns it. Cool. So anything with EMC that we don't know that this makes, it will learn. Set this guy to a priority of 1. And then we just we simply grab an ender chest. And this will be a priority of put this here. Turn this off. Priority of like just a normal prio. Grab purple. This guy back, and then ender or conduit. For some power. Purple guy here. Just do conduits there. Set this guy to an insert, not an extract. There we go. Now we should know like cake. Ooh, didn't learn cake. Interesting. Okay, actually beds don't have EMC, that makes sense. Did cake go into the system? It has EMC. Why did it go in the system? Okay, it went in properly this time. Interesting. This guy opens pretty slow, but he should be running constantly. Okay, he is beating out the speed of a singular recycler. Now the question. Does he be... I guess if I Torturino this, it would Torturino both of them. Ask her. Radius of 2 blocks, speed max, go. TPS isn't any worse really than normal. This guy's going much faster, so is the recycler. The innator will take a little bit more. That's fine. Okay, good enough for me. Same bad. This will be opening just a bunch of random stuff now. We'll just leave that little setup there. We can always improve it later if we need to. Change it out, disable it, whatever. It's fine. Fine by me. Yep, it is slowly draining down the scrap boxes. Okay, and so our amber, we should gain some from this. Although this is probably still substantially slower than the cold iron forge. How much cold iron do we have? 1.8 million. Okay, we could run some. Let's get our. Let's go and get everything for the cold iron forge. I like that too. We wanted to run that anyways, just in case there's anything from the scrap boxes that we still need. People have been recommending that for a while. So some petrified wood. Nice, I'll be able to make more of this too. Let's make like 4 of them. That's what we'll do. We'll make 4. Casing. How much casing we need per? We need 5 casing per, so we're gonna need, for 4 of them, we'll need 20 casing. Outright. 10 petrified wood. Cold iron. Blocks. We're gonna need 16 of these. We will chisel them all over to moon. but they all need 2 item inputs and an item output. Cold iron forge. We can make a cold iron chicken too, so we could take down our cold iron automation, which is just dropping iron into the ice fire or whatever it is. Good to know. That would make 16 per thing in a mechanical coop, or you could just run them in a roost as well. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. I want to say that we have a ton of jade, right? Yeah, 63 million worth. I'm trying to see everything the cold iron forge is used for that I would realistically want. You make Mjolnir, but like I don't care about that. I don't even use that super enchant. That's just too low of a level of sharpness for anything good. I figure the mushroom hide. I'm just gonna set up a. I have that one crush room in a thing. I'll just make a woot farm for him. That'll be the mushroom hide that I'll need forever. Bone shards. Used for nothing. Okay, so I just need it for petrified wood and amber, pretty much. Do I need gneiss for things? I needed some for the Percasian cap, but like, it's a limited enough amount that I don't need it automated by any means. Do I need 4 of these? Maybe I only need 1 per. Could make 3, I guess, and I'd make petrified wood and amber at the same speed. Nah, petrified wood needs to be made twice as much as the amber bricks. I guess 2 and 2. Then just simply feed them charcoal and then pull out the cold iron from the cold iron and amber. We have a ridiculous amount of amber, yeah. Go to this top floor since we already got this guy. We got the moon, we got the casings. Okay, that's what we were working on. We were gonna check the items and stuff. We really only need some small item inputs. We'll make 10. I didn't make enough. Need 12. So you need 3 total things for each one. And then 4 of these will convert over to outputs. Okay. Controller. 4. Nice. It'll come from the mechanized smelter too. So this guy is going to be in here somewhere. Cold iron forge. There it is. Craft these guys over. That should be everything. Simple 3x3. Inputs are unfortunately from either the sides or the bottom. Output is to the right of the controller. Okay, we'll need 1 block gap from the wall. There. That'll put both of their outputs right here. But their outputs are going to be touching because they're going to be blocked from the top, right? Yeah. So we need a 1 block gap between these. We need like right here. How tall is it? 3 blocks tall? We'll just stack them. Okay, let us use our super advanced machine assembly. Ta-da! Okay, that's all the outputs in the center. And their inputs are all gonna be kind of wonky now, I guess. Slightly unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? I wish these were interchangeable, man. I wish so badly that the input and output buses were interchangeable for things like this. If I could just put all of these the same way and just set the inside to output and then the backside to input, and this would be so easy. The fact that I'd have to turn it if I want all my outputs to be on the same spot is stupid. Stupid and dumb. How do I want to do this? Because this guy's got the front that can be messed with. I even got the easiest place to put an interface. I would be able to interact with both of these. Probably interface right here, right? Okay. Got some conduit. Already got some. Alright, 1, 2. I guess we'll do 1, 2. Yeah, that'll be fun. Then we can just simply do this and this. These will be separated. These guys will be insert, extra toys. Extra toys. We'll just pipe them straight into the system. So these two will be petrified wood, charcoal blocks, and cold iron ingots. So limited item filter, we'll set 2 of them. Charcoal block. 1 stack, 1 stack. Set them on the insert on both. Grab a link. Extract round robin. 2 charcoal blocks. Cool. And that should only maintain a stack of charcoal blocks. I'll let that guy stack up to make sure that I did that right and I didn't mess it up. I set this guy on insert. Extra noise. Cool. Those are the outputs managed. So then these guys are going to be, where is it? Amber brick? Or just straight amber, I guess, is what it makes. So these will be coal, amber, cold iron ingots. Cold iron ingots. Coal. Amber. Limited item filters, so we'll grab 2 of them, do them at the same time. 1 stack of each. Should maintain it just fine. See, back on green. Go back. I should have just right-clicked. Didn't mean to click that guy at all. Okay. Insert on both of these guys. These guys are going to need coal as well, so that'll be their EMC link. Toys round robin. Cool. Cool. These guys will maintain their stack. Beautiful. And this guy will need, I'll give him a stack of cold iron and a stack of amber. And I think that's all the system is going to need to know. Or going to need to like be able to pull out, I mean. 3 here, disable that guy. Click through here, disable that guy. Round robin extract. Didn't mean to do that. Disable that guy again. Alright, round robin enabled. Extract always active. These guys should be crafting. Every 3 seconds this guy's going. These guys should be going every 6 or 10? Huh? Why is he making mushroom hide? Hold on. Coal, amber, cold iron. Okay, so good to know. These ones actually do very specifically need a stack of only 2 cold iron here. That's stupid. Thanks for the random mushroom hide, I guess. Okay. That maintains it just fine now. I don't like that there's an overlap recipe there, but it doesn't matter. Limited item filters get it done. And since since it takes 6 seconds, and it does 4 items a second or so from the item conduit, there's never an issue because it takes the item out of the input slot whenever it starts the crafting recipe as it's doing its progress. So it's got 6 seconds to refill those items, no biggie. And this guy is spitting out the right one, right? So we should be getting petrified wood. Now we should also be getting amber. Yeah, cool. So small little setup there. Nothing too crazy. Pretty simple use of just one interface to passive it out of the system. That's fine. And this will be for all of our roofs and stuff. Because now, I guess we would need to make this into amber bricks, but we can do that part manually. It's really not that bad. And a eucalyptus census, which we can just craft manually. And none of this is a tile entity either, and we know that we need exactly the exact amounts really easy, so we can just set up a copy paste from a gadget whenever we're doing this. We want to make multiple of them at once. Just use Awakened Draconium on them, which we should have millions of now, yeah. 3 million already. 1 Torturino on that plot goes absolutely ridiculous. Okay. So let's put away a bunch of this extra stuff we don't need for now. Keep this guy on us. I like keeping all of the blueprints on me because they're usually needed. Get all this sorted out. There we go. Cool. Let us grab amber. Go 54 amber bricks. Petrified wood. We needed 62 per set. That's fine. And then eucalyptus fences. I think we needed about a stack of both, something like that. No, 36. Okay, cool. So I believe this guy just needs to be fully capped. And we simply fill this guy up with amber bricks. Cool. That is the totality of the structure. Copy paste gadget. Make this guy. Let's what can I remove out of here? I don't really need in here right now. Just want to clear up some slots for another gadget. Nice. That clears up the one slot. And then you can just hold shift over the gadgets to see what they have. This is our gadget that we just use for normal stuff. That's why it sits in the main menu area. This guy is specifically to make the largest compact machine if we need them. And then this guy right here. Copy. Copy. Will be for making roost. Awaken Draconium. And this should make 4 roost, I believe. Oop. Beautiful. And I can just paste this guy. Throw another one on. Fantastic. Perfect. And then this guy, since you hold shift on it, you can see exactly what it takes whenever you're holding shift on a recipe. It keeps it very, very easy. So we can just scroll over and be like, oh, yep, there's the roost one. I could name it too, in an anvil or something. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. I guess I could do that. We'll go and see if it holds the name properly. Cool. There you go. They'll be named now too. Just makes it even easier at a glance. Perfect. And so the way that roosts work is you just put a chicken in there, and then they'll just process. And I want to say you can even put up to like 16 chickens in there. And they also are affected by the tier of the chicken that you have. So your chickens are very similar to how AgriCraft works. They have 10-10-10 capabilities. So one of them is their production speed, one of them is the production amount, and then one of them is like the strength of its breed. So if it was to breed with another chicken, what are the odds that it would be the one that comes out on top? Like that's the children that's made. Pretty simple system, but very, very effective. Also can be tick accelerated, so it is an absolute winner in terms of potential max speed compared to coops. Mechanized coops specifically. So also I want to do, I saw something like an integrated controller that I was just really curious about that I just want to look into real quick. So I knew that these existed, but they're not enabled in this pack. But I did see people. I just got distracted because I was thinking about the Mike Nice Coupe. In its potential max speed. People were talking about a better controller that'll let it run multiple recipes at one time. I don't know. Right back later. Okay, so I was gonna run just 8 roosts. I was like, oh yeah, this'll be. Wait, what's a chicken breeder? Oh, wait, does a chicken breeder guarantee the breed of a chicken? Oh, you know what? This is a tick accelerated capable breeder. All right, yeah, we're gonna need to make some more roosts because yeah, there's no reason ever I don't make a chicken breeder. Zero reason in the world that I wouldn't just make this real quick as well. Because that is going to go absolutely ham on if I want to increase a chicken to like a 10-10-10 or something. Chicken breeder goes hard. I was like, I swear we have more jeweled iridium than this. So we will make a chicken breeder. Just because that's going to make our lives really nice. And that means we're going to need some more amber and everything too. We know that 54 will do 2 sets. That is 4 sets. Ah, damn. 54. 50. 4. Okay. That is 6 sets. Petrified wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be too much because we need 62 per set of 2. No, we need 62 per, actually, don't we? Yes. So I can make 5. Damn it. I try to keep exact amounts on me because it lets me keep everything else in order. We're off by a bit. Every 3 seconds, we should make 2. Correct? Yeah. So we make 2 every 3 seconds. So if we wait like another 20 seconds real quick for this, we should be able to get the last 3 guys. One more. Perfect. Sweet. That is all 62 that we need for all 6 sets. And then eucalyptus. Let's get 6 stats. 6 stacks of it. It should be fine. We only need 36 per, so it's more than we needed. Awakened Draconium. Nice and easy. It's so funny how, like, I remember looking at the roost recipe early on and be like, damn, why would I ever spend Awakened Draconium on a roost? Like, that just seems really expensive. And here I am. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool whenever you get to points like this in packs where things that seem so outlandishly like large in price and cost and effort are just easy. I'm just here. I'm making 8 sets of these guys now real fast. so that I can get like an improvement to my systems. Okay. So, it gives us 28 roosts. Very effective. The funny part is I made up like a bunch of space in this room for mechanized coops. But I don't think I'm going to use mechanized coops across all of this. I don't actually see much of a purpose anymore. Because, like, while they work, it's 16 every 24 seconds, 16 eggs every 24 seconds. And I think that just gets absolutely decimated by roost. Especially 10-10-10 chicken roost, I guess, to be specific. Oh, chicken stick. Hold on, what is it? If I do at chicken, I can probably find it, right? There is a way to pick up a chicken. Chicken catcher. Um, yes, okay. That should all be completely possible. Okay, so I want the chicken catcher. Essence of Scornful Oblivion. We're gonna need Essence of Lost Time, Soulful Wax, Soul Comb. Okay, I was seeing if I'd already had any. Okay, so we'll have to yoink one of these types of bees. Let's go down to our main floor. Go look at these. Spirit bee. Ethereal and Aware. So Ethereal and Attuned, and then that one plus an Aware. That makes a Spirit. That'll give a 16% chance. Somnolent. Rude and Watery, that's already too much annoyance. I don't know why the Vasby even shows up here. He doesn't make a Soul Comb. Interesting. Dreaming Bee is pretty good. Takes the Windy and the Somnolent and stuff. Okay, we'll just make a Spirit Bee. I think that'll be fine, because we get what? 95% chance for Soulful Wax? God, Soul Chaotic Honey, huh? Okay, I'm actually gonna need that. Okay, sweet. So, good to know that some Soul Comb Bees are gonna be needed. 20% chance. So, what's the Soul take? Aware and a Spirit. We'll just make Spirits. I can't be bothered. Ethereal and Attuned. Attuned Drones. And I know for a fact that I have an ethereal species in here. Gotta be joking me. I'm positive I have an ethereal species. Yeah, I've even got the, the one singular drone in here extra. Yeah, whatever. Got an ethereal queen in here, so that's fine. Let's run this guy real fast. To make some drones, we'll pull the species out, I guess. I cannot believe. It's weird. I just don't know what I would have done with it. Because I'm pretty sure it existed at one point. Okay. You should move stuff around in here so I don't need to worry so much about where I have things at. Keep our 2 attuned drones on me. Keep these guys. Move all this. Okay. Species ethereal. Cool. Take these guys back out. This guy off for now. Okay. Now we need some princesses. Sure. Take these guys. Just a couple pristines. Pop this guy out. This will make an ethereal trait template. I just don't know why I needed to do this again. Because I know I had one. I don't know what I ever did to it, but put him in there. We'll turn the Torturino on to 3x speed on this guy. That is fine by me. Cool. Ethereal Princess. And a Toon Drone should make a Were Queen. Oh, easiest method for this guy. Bop. Kill the Aware out. That'll be fine. What do I need this guy for? I need Aware for the Spirit, and then I can do it again to make the Soul. And the Soul Queen gives me slightly better odds, right? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So if I do our Aware Drone plus an Ethereal Princess to make a Spirit Queen. Throw the Spirit Queen in here. Bop her. And then we run a Spirit Drone plus an Aware Princess to make a Soul Queen. Put her in there. Bop her. Okay. Now we can just put all of these extras back. This is our production template. We'll keep this guy. Let's grab this ethereal template, put him back. Production template. Go in, go in. So now we check on this guy. We look at the bee breeding tab to see that they want a normal temperature and humidity. That is what their preference is, which means that if you want them to produce their secondary outputs, for context, secondary outputs for bees or anything in the second row, they need their preferences to be held out. So easiest way is hold shift on them, look at their temperature and their humidity. They're both normal, so that's easy, that's standard. So like whenever you scroll in the top right, whenever there's a check mark, it tells you the temperature and humidity of whatever your hive is. So keep in mind, even if your bee has a tolerance of other things, unless its conditions exactly fit what it wants, it will not produce a specialty product. It'll only produce whatever it produces by default, which would be its like top row. So I would always make memory combs, but I wouldn't always make soul combs. In combs, how many do I have? Quite a lot. Okay. These guys, I'll just kind of chill, right? For the most part. Interesting that some of these produced extra forlorn drones at one point. It's just the way that breeding works. They occasionally hold some of the older species stuff. It's all just the forlorns. We still have our soul one. Just double checking real quick. Okay. Apiary. Make this stuff real fast for another one. Conduit. So I'm actually going to just layer these directly on top of these other ones. These other ones, I don't even know how their extract works. Okay, they're all going into an ender chest. And I'll just have this one do the same thing. So it'll be extract always. This guy will be set on insert. I'll put a crystalline conduit on this. We will get ourselves a flex point. Set it to the network. Cool. Powers this guy up. Runs this. Oop. Do at gen and upgrade. Get ourselves production upgrades. We'll get out 29 upgrade frames. That'll be fine. Kind of an arbitrary amount. We got a stack of bronze gears for ourselves real fast too. Okay. 8 production upgrades and 1 automation upgrade. Temperature and humidity are both normal. Automation upgrade guarantees that whenever this guy makes like a result, he should be fine. Cool. Sweet. That should just send soul combs into our system. Because we'll need the actual comb itself at some point. As well, how much does this melt down into? With Molten Chaos, it'll only make 144 millibuckets of the Soul Chaotic Honey. 144 divided by 24. So it makes 6 crafts per comb. Like 6 operations. So we'd only need a comb every like 240 seconds or so. That's fine. Okay, so I can use the fluid pump, I know. Although it says it right here, but I already knew this ahead of time. To get the the raw plasma out of a fusion reactor, I could probably just make a baby one. Make whatever the minimum size fusion reactor is. To just be a plasma cycle, and that's it. It's repeatedly turn them on and off. Okay. Bisite crystals. Oh god, that's gross. Are these all the different attunes? Oh my god, they are. Disgusting. I guess this is all meant to be done after Possessed Flukes, though. That's fair. After Possessed Flukes, it's not that big of a deal because it gives you a crafting recipe for each attuned instead. Okay. Yep, already up to 18 soul combs, though. Let's grab these guys. Pretty sure we have a centrifugal separator on this side. Soulful wax. Damn, we failed the 95% chance on one of those, rip. Alright. Now, back over to this. We need, what, 2 of these each? Yes. 2 of the time ones. And 2 of the shallow grave ones. That's all the soulful wax we had, but that's fine. That's all we needed. This will make an essence of scornful oblivion. Vibranium rod. We can throw an ingot in the lathe. Vibranium, that'll be fine. Actually, we'll do like what 16 ingots or so. I know that we have one of the upgrades on this lathe. I want to say inputs on the left. Okay, probably does need a full 16 then. Yep. That'll make us 32 vibranium rods. I figure we'll probably use these for something else later too. Oh, they're gonna be needed for molten salt coolant heaters. Okay, good to know. Throw all those in. Then we just need a burnt enchanted feather, Stymphalian bird feather, and a blaze powder. Now, I do know that I can eat this, and it's gonna give me what, speed 255 for like forever. This just completely stomps. Nether highway. What is this? I forget what that is. Poison Z though. Oh yeah, I was trying to see if I could get an ender crystal in the overworld. Okay. Anyways, yeah, the effect is kind of a pain. If you don't want it, it's rough. Drinking milk kills flight? That is an interesting thing, I guess, because of the way that it counts as an effect. That's kind of funny. Fair. Okay, burnt enchanted feather. Let us make our chicken catcher. So the chicken catcher, is extremely simple in design. I will show it to you guys right now. So, chicken catcher, Rainbower, you're not supposed to be in here. You right click a chicken, turns it into an item. You're not a chicken. Okay. These just gives you the chickens that you have outright. And then I believe if you hatch a chicken egg or something that has like a higher tier, so like this guy is a higher gain. Let's grab this 444. Put this guy in here. Set these guys all to a radius of 1 and a max speed. This chicken egg should go pretty fast. I know you can also throw the eggs, I believe, to spawn them, but I think that's a chance. But we can test that while that egg grows. We'll get some other 444s. Okay, it is still a chance, but we just got it by pure chance on the first one. I can't do it while they're a baby yet. This guy should be a specialty chicken, so if we grab seeds. You can usually feed them like a stack of seeds to bring them all the way down to their 10-second mark. And then you just have to wait for the last 10 seconds to go normally. Yeah, this guy is grown. Yeah, and he comes with his stats of 4, 4, and 4. Pretty easy, pretty simple. We'll get rid of this guy. I don't really want him. Don't really want that guy either. But that's fine. Pretty basic, and I think you guys also probably get the idea on how this is going to work. So a chicken breeder will actually increase these guys to a range of 2. That'll be fine. Put the chicken breeder right here. You just put in seeds on the left, you put in chickens in their chicken stick form, and then they'll breed together and they'll give you output chickens, and their output chickens can also be an increased output chicken. So, you know, if you do 2 chickens of the same type, you can get a chicken that has a higher, like a higher growth, gain, strength, whatever. Just like how AgriCraft crops work. Pretty much the exact same method. And then you just put seeds in there, and I think it takes a seed every time. So now, if I get any actual chickens, so I guess let's go and get some versions that we want. Get rid of this stupid rainbower. God. It's so annoying. They're always just around being nonsense. Okay, sorry. I was just checking some stuff on the side. Alright. Let us go and get... What do we need? We wanted... I guess we'll start getting... Oh, I put away all my roost on accident. I wanted those. Let's get the chickens of every kind, I guess, real fast. Should be fine. We need... Christevia. Like the Christevia token. We look at the plasmatic condenser. So these will make all the different gemstone chickens. So we're going to need the Jeru's, 32 Jeru's of each kind. Okay, so construct of the mind in Christevia, we'll get it. Let's grab a mob tool. Do I need like a bunch of Druids for anything else really? I still need some more later, but then the Crystal Core himself spawns normal Rainbow Druids, which is probably what I'll automate at some point if I need it. Christevia. Let's go and find one of the mind. Strength and speed and resistance. And all these guys will drop Druids of their own, but I would like to just get one of the mind and then be done with it. Okay. Doesn't seem to show any specific spawn conditions for the guy. That one's of Devourer of Chickens. No. Gotta stay away from that guy. Gonna mess up my day. Um. One's of Terror. He did scare me a little bit whenever he shot me for some reason, so. He's doing his job well. Let us go and find. We just need to find one of the mind. They just look kind of like. They look like a floaty one. Kind of like biblically accurate angel style. Similar vibes, something like that. I don't even know if I need these. No. I was just picking them up. I felt like I wanted some. Maybe I'll use them at some point. Odds are I won't. Constructs of the mind. Okay. This should be pretty simple. Alright, let us go back home. I got constructs of the mind. Do I want to mob spawn these guys? Or do I want to try and wood it? Probably just mob spawn them, right? Like how many do I need? I need 32 Druids of each kind. That'll be fine. One thing we will have to do. Set this guy to output for a second. Change this guy over to Christevia tokens probably. Because it's gonna be a little ridiculous. The Christevia tokens, this, copper coins, solidified XP. All those are going to end up in too large of a quantity now. And we just simply set this guy back to input. Okay. Put away our little Pixon. Just to confirm that if we look up Pixon, yeah, cool. Keep that in mind that we can still just spawn that guy in as needed. They make a bunch of funny little warbly noises. I kind of like it. Man, these are not going out in like an equivalence amount by any means. Because we need to get to, it was half a stack of each one, I think. What's up, Meister? How you doing? How you doing? It's been a while. Yeah, it's been. I saw you last week. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Could be doing better, but you know who couldn't be, right? Yeah, I missed too much. My streams this week have been a bit shorter just because I've just been dying. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this down a little bit. There we go. We're currently mass murdering constructs of the mind to get all of the different druses. I need to get half a stack of each one. We are very close. We just need blues, pretty much. We'll get the yellows and stuff for sure. Yeah, it's been chilling. I'm making slow but sure progress for sure. Emphasis on the slow. I've been really slow this week. I don't know why. On just my stuff, I've not been making quick progress by any means. But you know, it's good. It's good. You've also been taking a break. Fair, fair. Turn this off. I think we're probably there. Yep. That is all of our druses. All six, yeah. Get the last of these guys out of here. Go and yoink all this XP too. Because I don't want a million XP orbs sitting on the floor. These guys had a lot more XP than I thought. Especially considering the fact that I went from level 182 to 186 already. That's pretty impressive. I guess I did kill a ton of them though. At the same time. Okay, so the druses. We need half a stack of each. We're gonna need 20 grand magic crystals. Yikes. um, that's tough. I do not have 20 of those. I have 3. How are other people doing this? Do you really just have to craft it? People are saying there's a Grand Magician Callstone. Some astral diamonds, some large mana flasks. It's a hard mode recipe. Okay, so if I made like, what am I missing? 13 grand? Ah, it doesn't even know the recipe for them. I thought I'd already put the recipe in for the wizardry combiner. Do I have any of the extra? Ah, I don't. Someone actually recommended alunium flour. Says anything that can be found in vanilla dungeon chests can be obtained with this flour. So if we run alunium flour, it'll spawn in mobs that it can drop dungeon chest loot, which might be a play. Let us grab the 32 of each of these real fast. Isolate them into stacks. We'll store them in one of our slots in our backpack. We'll store them all up here. 32 of each. Then a stack of Crystevia tokens, yeah. Then we just need our Grand Magic Crystals to put these extra druises away. I wonder how much mana this guy takes. Also, I wonder if it'd be faster to do it that way than to manually do all of the crystals. That's the issue with all the crystals doing them manually, is that they are all in very different ways. Trying to see if I need these passive for something else. Need a few for the Stone of the Master Wizard. Try alunium. What else does it need? Gluttony, Envy, Sloth. I imagine we have all of those already in decent amounts from just how many times we've killed the Gaia Guardian. Yeah. Yep, we do. It's not even close. Redstone root. Just make one. 4 green petals, a gray petal, pixie dust. Get a seed. There you go. Here's alunium. I'm just curious. What about like alunium right here? I get my wand. There's a spider. You dropped redstone. A carved rune of travel. Okay, yeah. So you ran you ran out of power, out of mana. Yeah. All right. Fine. We'll turn off my magnet for a second. Cause yeah, my power auto stuff is disabled on these for now. Drop all these guys down. There we go. The other end of flame should eat it. Leave that there to generate a little bit more mana. We do really need to make the specialty mana pool. What are we missing for the guilty pool? Not much, right? We need quite a few Gaia mana spreaders, like 16 for those, and another 4. So we can make like 20 Gaia mana spreaders. Shimmer Rock should be pretty easy. Out of the Bifrost. Plus an Alf Glass. Is my stream still alive? Um, okay. I think we're back. So, my internet went out for a minute. Not really sure what happened with that. I think we're resolved though, fully. I think we're chilling. All right. Okay, we're back. I'm not sure what happened. I noticed about 30 seconds late that my stream had gone down for a minute. Connect automatically, bro. And we're back again for the third. What is going on? What's going on with my internet? Okay. Hopefully we're actually back this time. Hopefully. Pretty sure we are. Gosh. Okay. Now I don't. Now I think we're good. Now I don't think anything's gonna mess up. All right. Back to what we were doing. We made the Rod of Bifrost. I think I did this in that like singular second that it was off. So we need a mana glass. So we need a golden piece of glass. Where's that? Glass should turn into a mana glass. Learn this guy. Throw him in here. Gives us an Alf glass. Or in this guy. This guy inside of here. Craft into Bifrost blocks. Then back in here again to craft into Shimmer Rock. Let's make the whole stack, that's fine. Shimmer Rock should make some fabulous pools. Make as many as we can, 12, sure. Okay. We'll need like 20 Gaia mana spreaders or so. Living wood into here. Grab like a stack worth. Cool. Actually thinking about it, that's not gonna be enough. We'll do like 3 more. Okay, sweet. Alright, so these are Elvins. 20 of these guys. Then just to upgrade them, hold on. How much Gaia Spirit do I have? Oh, I have plenty. It's huge. Sweet. 20 Gaia Spirits, or Gaia Mana Spreaders. Terrestrial Crystals, or Terra Steels, I mean, not Terrestrial. That'll make 4, and then we'll make 1 extra set. Terra Steel Crystals, and we have 5, perfect. That just means that we still have our 1 extra to continue making Terra Steel. Then we will, I guess let's go in and encode this recipe real fast, so we can see exactly what we're missing. It's in an advanced. Do we have enough space in this advanced guy? Yes. Load him up. Cool. Everlasting Guilty Pool. Save him. Take my Lunium back out of there. Okay. Guilty Pool, craft. We need 4 Orichalcos. We'll need some Thermo Lilies, Munchdews, Gormialises, and Rosa Arcanas. Orichalcos will be made with some Gaia Spirit ingots, some Gaia Spirits, some Metals of Heroism. Nice, I still have the 4 I prepped the other day for this. I didn't ever end up actually using all the way. I'll shift click this guy, turn our little magnet back on. Okay. So let's get 8 Gaia Spirit ingots. 16 Gaia Spirit. This is 4 ingots. 4 more. Then we need some gilded mashed potatoes. Just 4 of them. Oh man, this one actually takes a decent amount of mana. Let's get our one of the forest here. Full block. I just keep walking around so I don't pick it up. That's interesting that it gets flung that hard. Whatever. I can't be bothered. It'll make a little bit more, that's fine. We need our living rock. We need 4 of it. Gormialis will be summer, fire, 2 light grays, 2 yellows, and a red. Fire, light gray, 2 yellows. Internet's DC'd again. Just randomly and obscurely. Guess we're gonna disconnect. Connect automatically. What the fuck?